90 Day Fiancé star Patrick Mendes seeks sole custody and divorce from Thais Ramone. Patrick Mendes has had enough of Thais Ramone. The two met on Season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé back in 2022. Since that season ended, the pair have appeared on several versions of the franchise and are set to be part of the couple's therapy iteration, 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort. Patrick and Thais have a 3-year-old daughter named Elise. He is seeking both primary legal and physical custody of their little girl. He reportedly has his eye on several things of this matter. 90 Day Fiancé star filed for divorce after 4 years of marriage. 4 years as husband to Thais is all Patrick could handle. TMZ reports that the reality star filed for divorce last week. In addition to wanting custody for Elise, Patrick reportedly is also after their Honda Ridgeline, the $8,000 Fidelity 401k, and their Tempur-Pedic mattress. Per the divorce documents, Elise has been living with Patrick since May 6. The divorce filing suggests that Patrick would be a more than capable provider for his daughter. Documents state that he earns $10,000 per month, double what Thais brings in. While he wants custody, Patrick is not asking for any child or spousal support in this case. Patrick listed a different address in the court docs than the one he had used when living with Thais. They were married for 4 years. The reason for the breakup is a little vague. The documents simply state that they are incompatible. A representative for the couple told TMZ that domestic issues like this can be deeply emotional and complex, and we encourage compassion, privacy, and due process for all parties involved. For the moment, everybody's safety and support are what's most important. If the documents are accurate, that means Patrick earns over $100,000 yearly. In 2024, he had an estimated net worth of $300,000. 90 Day Fiancé is available to stream on Discovery+. 90 Day Fiancé star Nikki Exotica recovering after emergency quadruple bypass surgery. Get the app. Style, music, sneakers, sports, bet, life, shows, pop culture. 90 Day Fiancé star Nikki Exotica recovering after emergency quadruple bypass surgery. After months of dismissed symptoms and nearly collapsing on stage, Nikki Exotica's family says doctors uncovered severe heart blockages. By Bernadette Giacomatso, May 25, 2026. Share at Complex on Google. Photo by Demetrius Cambouris / Getty Images for Tribeca Festival. Reality TV personality Nikki Exotica is recovering after undergoing emergency triple bypass heart surgery, according to a fundraiser and social media updates shared by her mother following a recent medical crisis that landed the entertainer in intensive care. The former 90 Day Fiancé star reportedly suffered a mild heart attack days before the life-saving procedure, after months of escalating symptoms that had initially gone undetected by doctors. Per Jess Jarrett, the 50-year-old television personality had reportedly been dealing with chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, and difficulty exercising for months, while continuing to rehearse and perform ahead of a planned summer tour. According to details shared by her mother, Myrna, Exotica sought medical help multiple times beginning last fall and underwent extensive cardiac testing, including an EKG, echocardiogram, and stress test. Despite those evaluations, she was reportedly told her heart appeared healthy. The situation escalated after she nearly collapsed during a live performance and later suffered what her family described as a mild heart attack while heading back to a cardiology appointment. Myrna later revealed that doctors at Hackensack University Medical Center discovered severe arterial blockages after performing an angiogram. Because the arteries were too calcified for stents or angioplasty, surgeons proceeded with triple bypass surgery. Nicole now requires triple bypass surgery, where surgeons will reroute blood flow around the blocked arteries using healthy blood vessels, Myrna wrote in the fundraiser description. She also confirmed that Exotica signed a power of attorney over to her mother while recovering from the operation. Exotica became widely known through Season 10 of 90 Day Fiancé, which documented her relationship with Justin Shutenkov during a 2023 trip to Moldova. Throughout the season, she spoke openly about her experiences as a transgender woman and the challenges that affected their relationship before the pair eventually split. Outside of reality television, Exotica has spent years building a career across music, nightlife, and television, including appearances on shows such as Pose and Orange is the New Black. She is also affiliated with the legendary House of Stravaganza, one of the most influential houses in New York ballroom culture. Founded in the early 1980s, the House of Stravaganza helped bring voguing and ballroom culture into the mainstream through connections with artists like Madonna and documentaries, such as Paris is Burning. Although Myrna emphasized that Exotica's health insurance covers the surgery itself, the family launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover rent, monthly expenses, and recovery costs while the entertainer is unable to work. Any contribution, big or small, would mean the world to us during this difficult time, Myrna wrote in the fundraiser message. 90 Day Fiancé, star arrested on domestic battery charge days after divorce filing. Thais Ramone, who appears on the reality television series 90 Day Fiancé, was arrested in Nevada on May 22 on a domestic battery charge, days after her husband filed for divorce, according to Complex. Ramone, a native of Brazil, was booked in Clark County on a misdemeanor charge of first offense domestic battery. Court records show she posted a $3,000 bond and was released. Her next court appearance is scheduled for late July. According to the outlet, the arrest came less than 48 hours after Patrick Mendes filed to end the couple's 4-year marriage, citing incompatibility. In his court filing, Mendes requested sole physical and legal custody of the couple's 3-year-old daughter, Alice. He claimed the child has been living with him separately since the beginning of May. Representatives for the couple released a statement urging the public to avoid speculation during the legal proceedings, Complex reports. Out of respect for everyone involved, we believe it's important not to jump to conclusions or contribute to speculation before all facts are properly clarified, the statement said. Domestic matters can be deeply emotional and complex, and we encourage compassion, privacy, and due process for all parties involved. The legal issues come just before the couple's scheduled debut on the TLC spin-off 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, a series focused on couples attempting to repair their relationships through therapy. The season is still set to premiere on June 1st. Court records from 2025, according to Complex, indicate Mendes was the subject of several lawsuits involving bank and credit card debts, which resulted in reported default judgments. Neither Mendes nor Ramone has issued a personal public statement regarding the arrest or the divorce outside of the comments provided by their representatives. 90 Day Fiancé Season 12 Episode 3 Recap. Mallory and Razit have a massive fight as Mito finally arrives. The recently released 90 Day Fiancé Season 12 Episode 3 featured cast members including Thomas, Paula, Razit, Mallory, Mito, Debbie, Annabelle, Shay, Edward, Marissa, and more. The latest episode started with Thomas revealing how he and Paula met during her one-week vacation. "We met at the same beach volleyball class. And luckily we're both beginners because that's where our story starts. From the first time we met we just hit it off," shared Thomas. He recalled that they formed a friendship and were pen pals for years. He then went to see Paula in Brazil to ask her, "Is there anything between us?" She responded that she had a boyfriend. However, as the connection between Paula and Thomas grew deeper, she broke up with her boyfriend. 2 years later, the two got engaged. The episode featured clips from when they were friends and also from their proposal. In a private confessional, Thomas noted that the two had many differences. One of them was that Paula was vegan while Thomas was a non-vegetarian. "I believe in magic, Thomas doesn't," confessed Paula. Later in the episode, fans witnessed Paula's arrival, an emotional moment for both her and Thomas. While Paula thought the universe had chosen him for her, Thomas noted that he had put in a lot of effort to ensure things worked out. The episode then saw Mallory visiting Razit's family. He shared that since his family members won't be able to attend their wedding ceremony in the U.S., they wanted to observe some Turkish traditions while he was there. They took part in a tradition where Mallory had to put salt in Razit's coffee. It symbolized that their life would not always be filled with good times, and that they would face difficult situations in their relationship. When Mallory was not there, Razat's brother asked him whether he would be able to support their parents in the future. He recalled the 2023 earthquake, which left his parents homeless. "They're still staying in a tent in a container," confessed Razat. He responded by saying he would have to discuss the matter with Mallory, as he would not be working initially after moving to the U.S. Episode 3 also featured Mito's arrival. He took over 1.5 hours to exit the airport after his flight landed, but Debbie waited for him. She couldn't stop crying, and when he finally arrived, she said, "I thought you weren't on the plane." In his private confessional, Mito noted that he had come to the U.S. to fulfill his acting dream and to marry Debbie. The latest episode featured one more arrival as Edward came to Philadelphia to be with Marissa. She confessed that, despite not wanting to give up her single, independent life, she wanted to be with Edward and have a family because she loved him very much. Elsewhere in the episode, Razat discussed getting a work visa, among other things. He told Mallory that he won't be able to work after arriving in the U.S. He shared that he would feel poor, and he didn't like that. He then admitted he was nervous about talking to Mallory about money. In their joint confessional, the two got into an argument. After Razat mentioned the possibility of sending money to his parents, Mallory discussed her pending payments, including a mortgage. She told him that the two should have discussed such a possibility beforehand. She added that she didn't earn much money. In response, Razat told her about his parents' living conditions and how they